Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's your boy KFC and Feidelberg. We are on our annual summer break. We got this 1 week off, so right now you get a best of this week. So enjoy it and go check out the new season of Answer the Internet out now. Dan Soder, Shane Gillis kicking off season 4 of ATI. We are back finally after COVID with all new in-person guests answering all of the most fucked up hypotheticals on the internet. So go check it out. Enjoy the best of, and we'll see you guys next week.
Okay, am I the asshole if I tell my wife I don't want to have kids with her because I don't think she will care for them well?
I mean, you just gotta choose a better wife.
Yeah, that's on you, man.
Like you've obviously had the kid talk, and you've agreed. Like
if there's any mitigating details here, I'd be stunned.
I 32-year-old male, have been married to my wife, 29-year-old female, for 7 years. We've discussed having kids, but we see, like, right there, like, you can't be 32 years old and married for 7 years. That's just, you got married too young. Yeah. We have discussed having kids before, but we always said we'll wait a couple of years until our careers are more stable. We've been enjoying our child-free lives, but about a year back, we decided things were going pretty well for us and thought it's about time we had our baby. Working from home also frees up a lot of time for extracurricular activities. Oh, you mean fucking. We haven't had any luck so far, but we're mentally having the when it happens mentality. It's very frustrating reading Reddit writers because they're
dumb.
They're not very good at
Idiots,
it. Yeah. So we're not rushing anything. Sometime around October last year, wife suggested that we get a puppy. We're both animal lovers, and we thought it was a great time since both of us would be at home and we could watch over it and house train it. We got the puppy, and we both love him dearly. But ever since we got him, I've had to bathe, feed, and clean up after him. Don't get me wrong, she helps out as well, but I would say it's a 90-10% ratio. It gets extremely tiring after a while, and sometimes I want to kick my feet up, have a beer, and watch TV without being interrupted with, "Hey, the puppy just peed. Can you come clean it up?" I mean, that's an insane question to ask. Yeah. It carried on for a couple months, and a couple of nights ago, after a long Zoom session for work, I exploded and told her that she needs to do her share of looking around after the puppy, and I'm tired of being the one who does all the work. She told me I was being calculative and trying to undermine her. I told her, where'd we go here? I exploded and told her she told me I was calculative.
So she just sucks at taking care of dogs.
Yeah, I told her that it's clear that I've been doing all the work and all that she wants to do is play with the puppy. This is where I might have gone too far. I told her I can't trust her to look after our puppy. How can I trust her looking after a baby? We had a baby. I won't be able to clean up after him all the time, and she had to do her share as well. She screamed at me, burst into tears, and left the house. She's been saying her parents for a few days now, but things don't really seem to be improving. Her parents are telling me it's a horrible thing to say, as looking after the puppy is not the same as a baby. Whatever. That's it.
You know why she's crying so much?
She knows he's right.
Oh,
but like,
I will say, I do get very annoyed when people talk about having a dog being the same as a baby, because it's wildly not. But in this case, it's like if you can't do one, you probably can't do the other. Right. But also at the same time, I don't know.
There's no genetic connection to a dog.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like I've had iguanas that I was like, I don't care if you die or not.
You had an iguana?
I had an iguana.
You said iguanas.
You pluralized that.
Yeah. Like cigars.
No, I think it was only one. It was Godzilla, but like
that's a good iguana name. Solid.
I was like, yeah.
I would have named my iguana King Kong just to fuck.
Yeah. That's why you're fucking twisted, little bro.
He would get out, and I just wouldn't even tell my parents. I was like, wherever he is.
I had a lizard once, and I let it go. I let it. It was a chameleon. So I used to put like cool shit in the tank to like colorful. You know what I mean? And then one time it got like spots all over it, and I was looking at the cage, and I was like, "There's nothing in there that's spotted." I think he just had like some weird disease, and I just let him go in the backyard. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's probably somewhere in like the woods of Pennsylvania. There's like a freak fucking giant lizard running around. Anyway, I do think when chicks have babies, they something kicks in. They become different.
If she's a bad
annoying,
mom, yeah,
and then they really want to take care of the kids. But
if you really think she'll be bad, have the kid. Just be like, this is your thing, and then hit her with the biggest "told you so" right as soon as that little tiny casket is going into the ground. Won't it be sweet? Won't it be sweet when you look at her, you're mouthing it to her?
whispering it to her in the service.
Yeah.
I fucking told you this was gonna happen.
You only need one pallbearer. He's holding it like a pizza.
Honestly, it's crazy, but like that would be the biggest, like the best feeling of I'm right ever.
You only need 1 year on that tombstone. You save money.
This is the most offensive segment in this podcast history. I need you to. We gotta play the tape. I truly gasped when he said casket. I was like,
What did I
but
tell
you're
you?
not. I mean, that's got to be the best feeling of like vindication.
Yeah.
If there's anything to brighten up the day your kid dies, it's like that you called it.
Oh, yeah. High five in your buds, like
Fucking
You
told
showed
you
her.
that shit was coming down the
Imagine
pipeline,
that. Just-
man.
I saw it coming from a mile away. And you didn't stop it?
that just
Sometimes you gotta prove a point, Rick.
you know how they usually like lower them into the
Yeah.
just drop it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Drop
even
it
make a
and you
noise.
stand there
It's
and
just,
you do the Jordan shrug.
Look, Rick, if I didn't let her kill this kid, she was just gonna keep asking me.
Well, I mean, how else was she going to learn?
And then you know what? Everyone wins. You don't have kids anymore. She shuts the fuck up. And you have a dog. And then in this world of crypto coins and then BitClout coming out, BitClout it's got to be the biggest scam of all time.
I don't know what it is. I see people tweeting about it. I do not.
Yeah.
Are they investing in you?
Yeah. So it's like, think of it as, and this idea makes sense. And BitClout's the first one on the scene, at least to burst through like pop culture.
Not the first. Remember the athletes did that one for a while.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it's not the first, but it's garnering the most
Is that
attention.
company now defunct?
I'm sure it is.
I would guess so as well.
Yeah, but that now this idea has come. They were almost, you can be too early with your idea sometimes, where it's like the world's not ready for it. But now people are talking about investing in NFTs and crypto and things that are much like less tangible, where it's like you might not know like finance and the business world and stock companies, and maybe not, you don't know anything because you don't take any interest in anybody.
Yeah.
But like if yeah, you're right. But think about Barstool. So like think about Dave with Call Her Daddy. Like he wanted to bring Call Her Daddy in. I remember thinking, I was like, I don't know, this is a good idea. I don't know. And like if he could have invested in Alex Cooper, then if you could have bought Alex Cooper coins, and then she gets the Barstool gig and explodes. It's just like buying a stock when it's like at the bottom. That's what BitClout is. It gives you like it looks like Twitter kind of, and you can invest in people. And then so like I signed up. I actually claimed they already make, like you already have one made. They make them for Elon Musk. They make them for everybody, and then you can claim it if you have the Twitter account. So they're trying to like lure everybody in. So right now my coin is worth $980. Is that what that says? Yeah. So it's like $1,000 to buy a KFC coin right now.
$474 for me. Get in on the ground floor.
Yeah. So if you were to claim that, so then if we were to like grow, we could then Nick Hammy's not there yet. But like that dude Chamath,
Yeah.
he has that blue check. He's on it.
31,000.
So and Elon's the top dog with his coins are worth $66,000, but he hasn't claimed it yet. But like I think so. Chamath did, Logan Paul did, a couple. So
did you get money for this?
Well, so I signed up. I claimed it. Basically, what happens is right now nobody can get any money, and I think it's like you can invest in people, and so I'm assuming you're paying like this company money, right?
Yeah.
And I think they're either going to steal all the money, or it's going to be legit. I think it's going to be legit, or like one extreme or the other. It's going to be something, or it's going to crash and burn, and it's going to be like everyone who gave money to BitClout is the biggest idiot in the world.
So if I wanted to get Chamath, I'd have to pay $32,000. And obviously
No.
you buy percentages.
Correct.
But like, let's say I wanted to buy a Chamath coin or whatever these are.
Yep.
I'd give $32,000 and then...
Then you own a coin of Chamath. Then say he becomes mayor of Los Angeles like you want it to be. I would assume his just clout, his value would go up. I think what they do right now, it's based on social media, like because you see that's your Twitter bio and everything.
Yeah.
So I think they scrub like your Instagram, your Twitter, your TikTok, blah, blah, blah. And they, I'm sure, have some sort of algorithm or some sort of plan or whatever that assigns value to it. And then as you do better, your coins go up. But it's like, who's making that up? Who decides if you go up or down and how much so? Like all that shit. It's like, what the fuck, you know?
So, like, if you have a BitClout, you've claimed yours. Yes?
Correct.
So do you have to put down any money?
No,
Or say,
that's
say
what I'm
you
saying.
never
I'm
put
just-
down $1.
Right.
Do you get money?
Right now, you can't take any money out. They're in their like their early phase. So like right now, they're
But
people,
like, let's say you reach $30,000, but you never invested in yourself. Do you get any money?
if they eventually let you take money out, yeah.
How would you get money if you never invested any?
It's just me. I think I just claimed it. You know, it's like it's my account. It's like my company. Your people just invest in me. Like whether or not I put money in, you put money into me. You invested in me.
So if I put in money into you,
Actually, that's a good question. Do you need to buy your own BitClout to? It's like,
I would think you do.
yeah, because it's like you buy stock. I paid money for that. Now I have that stock. Now when it goes up, I can sell it and I get that profit. But I paid for it.
Okay,
But if
now-
I'm the company that you're investing in, maybe it's like you're paying like dividends to yourself. I don't know. That's a good question. I did not do any research on this. I just claimed it. I was like, I'm deathly afraid of like missing the boat. So I was like, you're either completely stealing my identity. There was like a terms of service that said like you are waiving your right to suing us. There's no class action lawsuit available. There's no like I saw that and I was like, this seems shady. Except so they're either like stealing all my money and all my identity, or and then I saw something. There's something called a key, product key. See that little key logo right there with all those letters next to it?
Yes.
A lot of people are like cutting and pasting that somewhere because that's like your login key, if you will. And I saw someone that said like anywhere that you have pasted this key is completely compromised and they can now access. And I was like, fuck, I definitely did that. Like and if you emailed it to yourself, if you saved it on your phone, you are now compromised. And I'm sure if like, fucking Snowden wants to hack you or something, I don't know if like regular jamokes can, but like if the people at BitClout are like nefarious like that, we could be totally fucked. Yeah, I could be totally fucked. Or maybe I'm going to get rich for nothing.
Well, now here is, I think, the all-important question. Let's say, like I said, you actually do have to put in money in order to
How much do I
profit.
invest in myself?
How much you invest in yourself, babe? How much does KFC believe in KFC?
Not much. Not much. I think it is crazy that I have a career at all. I think it's all absolutely insane.
It is.
I mean,
like, would you put $10,000 into yourself?
I don't have that. No. I believe in myself $10,000 enough. I just got too many bills right now. If I had $10,000 to burn, I would burn it on myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I
wait
would.
a minute.
I put $10,000 into stupider things. So.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't you buy like a timeshare in Atlanta or something like that recently?
Yeah.
John bought
I'll
an
tell you what.
apartment in Atlanta.
More than $10,000.
John came in one day and was like, "Yeah, I think I got like the scam of the century like run on me." And then like 2 days later, he was like, "Turns out it's legit." And I was like, "And we never talked about it, but you like bought apartment condos in Atlanta."
I bought an apartment complex. Yeah.
John Feidelberg owns an
I
apartment
invested in
complex.
an apartment complex. I
Right.
didn't buy
But he's a
it.
part owner of an apartment complex in Atlanta. What the fuck? Why? and
Why? Because it's an up and coming town, Nick. It's on the outskirts of the suburbs of Atlanta. It's Newman, actually. Newman County, south of Atlanta. The north of Atlanta is overbuilt. They're going to be going south soon.
Going down, yeah. It's called urban sprawl.
It's a
Look it
mere
up.
45 minutes from the airport. Great for blue collar.
How much did you invest?
Not that much.
How much? If it wasn't 10, was it 20?
It was 5 times 10. It was 50.
It was 5 times 10. So you invested 50 grand in an apartment complex in Atlanta. Have you seen any money out of that yet? Is that because it has failed or because you're just not at that point yet?
No, it's been a couple months.
Right, that's what I mean, right.
Give the boy some time.
Real estate, it's a long term, it's a long game.
Let me tell you, as I understand it, I just basically stole a bunch of money. Like it's just,
Of course.
as it was pitched to me by the man asking me for money. Very easy deal.
So
Like-
and these guys are running it as if they're like a landlord now, and they get rent, and they that's the idea behind it.
I'm gonna get monthly checks.
So, but you have not got yet.
I have not
Is
yet.
that is there a time that they tell you that will start, or they just
Didn't even ask, Kevin.
no.
Didn't even.
trusted someone you trust though, right?
Literally, huh?
Someone you trust.
Never met him. I have never met this person once in my life.
He's a prince from Nigeria.
We had a Zoom call one time.
but the person who connected you trust.
Yes, that I do. Okay, that I do.
That you trust or you just know? Like, do you really trust when you think about it? Do you know enough to be like, yeah, this guy knows what's up? Yeah, exactly. Like if you hooked me up with somebody, I'd be like, I trust John.
I mean, I know John. I don't trust him. He has good business sense.
Yeah,
you know.
well, clearly I don't.
Right. So I feel like you've invested in sillier things. Because you know what's really funny? When the whole world...
You ever heard of a rosé company, Kevin?
You ever heard of a daily rosé company? Something that one could drink each and every day of the week? It is funny that when the whole world...
I think I just don't like having money.
You know, we're not known. The Irish are not known for our financial prowess. You know?
Dude,
How many, like, Irish billionaires are there? You know? We're not known for that.
4th of July was this past weekend. A lot of people taking off this week, hitting the beach, going on vacation. I hope that you got a few games of Crossnet in. Crossnet is the new premier lawn game or beach game, anywhere you can play outside. It's like beach volleyball, but instead of having 2 teams and just 1 net, you now have 2 nets intersecting, making 4 teams. So think of it as like 4 square on the playground when you were at recess as a kid, except you're playing beach volleyball or backyard volleyball. Anywhere you're outside, having some beers, looking to engage in some competition and play some lawn games, you can play Crossnet. It's sweeping the nation. It's the new premier invention. It's the new hybrid game that everybody's loving. So go to crossnetgame.com, use promo code KFC, get $20 off your purchase of Crossnet. You can follow along on social media at Crossnet Game. Post your videos of your spikes, your blocks, all your kills, your bumps, your sets, your serves. It's like being a kid again at recess, except you can play it as an adult with a beer in your hand, enjoy some fun, stay competitive, get some sun. It is the best summertime game. It's Crossnet. Use promo code KFC for $20 off.
I think everything in life eventually gets boring pretty quickly. So like
Very quickly.
You know, so you can't like, okay, I made it. You know, that's why these people get married when they're like 22. It's like, I found like the person I love and we're in our forever home. Like, you're 20. You're gonna live here for like 80 years and just do the same shit over and over? How about that motherfucker, Prince Philip? He's married for 73 years.
And we were loyal for 12 of them.
My mom was telling me-
Also, 12 is a fucking
stretch.
It's a real stretch.
My mom was telling me that there was people over in the UK like rolling their eyes like another day of coverage of Prince Philip, like we're over it, we get it. And it was like day 2, and my mom was like, funny coming from her, 'cause she's a bitch. She was just like, you know, like really, like this guy walked like 2 steps behind his wife for like 70 straight years. Like no one even knew he existed until like 2 years ago. Maybe you can give him a little bit of a send off for like a couple days before you're sick of it. It's kind of like on the internet where people I'm usually on this train, but there are times where people are like, gee, like, are we gonna beat this joke to death? It's like, I've sent like 2 tweets about it. It's been like 8 hours. Like we can still talk
the
about
internet
it, you know?
moves in nanoseconds.
But sometimes I'm on that train, and other times it's like, bro, you know, like I'll make a 1 Minute Man video on something that happened yesterday, and they're like, this is yesterday's news. I'm like, it's been 12 hours. Give me a fucking break, man. But yeah, that dude's 73 years. Like all I didn't know about him until that picture of him where he looked like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah,
you know, I didn't. If you told me a couple years ago that that the Queen was married, I'd be like, no, she's not.
You told me yesterday. That he was married.
Right. You still didn't know it was him.
To who?
Yeah.
And he's not the king?
You know what's so funny?
How the fuck you married to the queen? You're not the king,
The bloodline and shit. You know,
bro.
the blood. That's why, like, you know, Harry could never be princess. Or king,
I would hit like 60 and be like, all right,
I'm out. Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm the king now.
Yeah.
I would
yeah.
refer to myself as king.
Well, that's
Philip.
what's funny is back in the day, I feel like people did that shit. They were just like, nah, I'm gonna like take that over. Like that's mine now. Like when you usurp the throne, I would have just been like, bitch, I'm the king.
Yeah,
And then just keep saying it until people are like, okay, he's the
I
king.
would just kill her.
Yeah.
Like I'm the king now, right?
Oh, well, okay. That got a little darker.
Well,
yes,
you said
would.
back in the day that's what they did back in the day. They just fucking killed him.
Definitely.
You
Especially like
don't bring up the past and expect me not to bring up murder.
Yeah, especially when it's a chick. Yeah. Like, well, we'll just like,
Bro, I could kill her so easy.
Prince Philip was
Maybe
you know what sucks? Prince Philip was
I don't know. Right?
Modern, like now, right now.
I'd kill her tomorrow.
You're saying you
Like, you know,
could-
like it would be a sanctioned.
you're saying you have like the mental fortitude to do so? To kill the queen?
No, I'm just saying I have the physical ability.
Oh, I would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kill
That's
like
what
a
I'm saying.
90-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty easily.
Why are you questioning yourself?
I'm just questioning whether it's okay to say on a podcast
John.
I'm going to murder the queen.
Okay. I was gonna say, bro. We're in America. We're in America. Let me tell you. Let's make this like very clear.
No, I'm gonna. Take out the gunna. Could. But I won't.
I just want to be very clear. We're on the same
welcome.
podcast where John talked about his ability to kill Vladimir Putin. Okay, so he could massacre Queen Elizabeth. You could turn her head into a fucking like a watermelon smashed on the pavement.
To a fucking English breakfast.
Yeah, buddy. Nooks and crannies in your face.
Want a
those
royal
English
blood
muffins.
sausage? I got you.
Would you rather fuck Queen Elizabeth or kill her?
Fuck her.
Really?
Yeah. For sure.
Sounds like you just want to fuck her, period.
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
Fuck the queen?
I would fuck the queen. In
I
a
bet you the
heartbeat.
queen, I bet you she has not.
We're in a volatile relationship, QE. We are going from murder to fucking fast.
Isn't it?
It's every relationship I've ever been in.
I was gonna say, aren't the best ones just like that though? I feel like not in many decades, but I bet in her prime, she could throw down.
You think so?
Because-
what's old Elizabeth look like?
She
young
looks
Elizabeth.
good for her age. I
Elizabeth
think.
of yesteryear.
Oh, you mean when she was younger?
Yeah.
I'm not even saying like I don't know what she looks like, so I don't know if she's hot or not. He's pulling him up. I just bet that because she's such a G, like don't get it twisted. Queen Elizabeth is a fucking OG, and I feel like she knew the power of the pussy.
She looks fine.
You know what I mean though? Like what you're saying is true. Like why isn't there a king? Why didn't someone just murder her? And I feel like you know what she reminds me of? Elena Tyrell.
Oh, really?
Don't you see that?
No, I don't see that.
Why not?
Because I know nothing about her.
But-
I hold Elena in such high regard.
I feel like she's a gangster, man. I feel like first of all, you should love her. She still gets dressed up every goddamn day, and I feel like she's just been like
How many times do you think
the
she
royal
said the
family
N-word before?
Said it? Oh my god, millions.
Like so many fucking
With
times.
that like accent too. You're
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god. It's you know how
Philip,
they
go fetch me
like speech bubbles. Like if you could do like from like words you type and things like that, if you could do a speech bubble for fucking the words Queen Elizabeth said, it's basically just a billboard for the
Well, why
N-word.
do you think that she hasn't made public appearances in like 50 years? I feel like she can't. I feel like she can't open her mouth.
It's just like fucking that N-word, and then there's like in it down here in a
In
small
it.
little
In it,
font.
bruv.
And then fucking T goes in like in the middle of one of the G's. It's just a little it says T.
I'm gonna need a visual to understand this.
Oh, sure. Give me a pen.
I think that the reason why she doesn't speak and they only talk through like press releases is because I feel like every time the royals open their mouth, it's an N-word.
It's just the
You know?
N-word.
It's
and
like-
just-
it's like
I don't
they-
even know what the
they-
offensive word for like there's a lot of Indians in England, right? Like actual Indians, not the American ones where we just renamed Native Americans.
I don't know.
I think there's a good amount of Indians in England,
Okay.
and I think that I don't even know what the offensive word for an Indian person is, but that one,
I'm sure they're
that's a
saying
pretty
it.
big one.
You know when people like old people retire from public life,
yeah.
like because of dementia, because of racism. Like we can't let grandma out anymore because she will
She's
yell
forgotten all
slurs.
the words except the word she said the most in her life.
Yes, like because one time we went out to dinner and there was a black waitress and it was a problem. So we don't go out in public anymore. We just stay locked in the walls of the castle where she can say it as much as she wants.
I just make her cream cheese and toast for every meal. So
Yeah, they're eating-
because otherwise she just rants about the etymology of this food.
Aside from the rampant racism,
What is
I think
this
she's a
fucking
G.
spice?
Where we get this from the colonies,
You put
from the
this-
triangle trade.
Oh, you're making me a tea, huh? Let me tell you about the East India Trading Company.
Where's my molasses? Have we been harvesting that anymore? I don't know, man. I don't know what this podcast is. today.
The only thing Queen Elizabeth sustains life on is she snorts flour.
Yo, I for sure think that she's doing some Get Out shit. if there is any truth to like adrenochrome, whatever that's called,
Sure.
it's the royal
You're
family doing
mispronouncing
that.
adrenaline.
No, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I know the idea of what you're talking. I didn't know it was called.
The royals are the ones doing that. Like that dude, Prince Philip, was 160 years old. He was just running out of the magical fucking blood they put in him. That poor bastard. Like his legacy will be that one picture. Remember, they were like Prince Philip.
Yo.
They were like Prince Philip released from the hospital. And everyone was like, released from the hospital. He's going out of the hospital looking like that. Should be going in.
You know how fucked up that picture is? Again, 'cause I didn't even know Prince Philip was. You could say, you know that picture of that British dude? And people would be like,
Yup.
oh, the one with the eyes?
Yeah.
Like, right away,
Think about Khloe Kardashian trying to get that normal ass picture of her scrubbed from the internet, and poor Prince Philip has to have his dead face all over the web.
Prince Philip was so gone, he didn't know what you were. He didn't. Prince Philip's mind is so gone that he saw that picture and was like, pretty good day. Like he didn't. He still not to this day, but 3 days ago, he didn't even understand the hullabaloo about it.
How about the fact, first of all, that he's got like a full suit on there? That's crazy. He should be. He should be wearing those sleep suits.
It took him from Tuesday to Saturday to tie
Put that
tie.
on. Yeah. Well, I think we should officially change the ATI question. You know the would you rather watch your dad murder someone or fucking old man, 100-year-old man? It should be officially Prince Philip, because you put a face to it now. You know, would you rather watch your dad fuck? Would you rather watch Prince Philip blow your dad? You know, that is just tough. That is tough. Would you rather watch your? Would you rather watch Prince Philip blow your dad or Prince Philip fuck your mom? That is tough.
I think no matter what, his facial expression doesn't change. It's just,
Show me your own face.
Yeah.
That dude sounded like a cow in pasture. that he's making that sound, but all what he's saying is like, please take me, please death come get me, but all that comes out is like at night you hear like a ghost in the hallways. Like that's just Prince Philip. He wants to die. He's just waiting for death. No big deal.
He just can't crawl over the banister to jump.
We find him here every night, holding onto the railing, just trying.
Can someone help me? I will get you back to bed, Grandpa. Just throw me away.
One night they catch him, like he's like this. He's like, going, help! And they pull him down. No!
Grandpa, you don't know where you are. You don't know where you are. I know exactly where I am. I'm 3 inches from salvation.
A little push for freedom. Please, Harry. Please. Please, get that black wife of yours and send her over there.
He wrote a letter fucking preventing extradition for Harry if he promised to just throw him off the roof real quick. Like, you can take the fucking private jet. Just throw me off the roof.
Take me with you and crash the plane. Throw me out the fucking window. Poor friend.
Oh, man. The Royals are
bro.
the true definition of you live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you kicked the bucket.
He hates him.
You kicked the bucket right. If you never left the hospital for that picture, you went out on top.
Yep, for real.
Then Megan had to go on Oprah. And now everyone's laughing at your death.
Click that second one. Looks like he just has straight up black eyes. Look at that. He looks so old that someone just punched him in the face.
Go, what you fucking...
Wait, maybe he does have black eyes. Oh, he does. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was just being so old. It says Prince Duke of Edinburgh sports black eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first person above being like 14 years old who had a black eye. I was like, I just walked into the refrigerator. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I just walked into the door frame. Like, that's gonna happen a lot the rest of your life, I feel like.
Wait a minute, am I wrong? Didn't his black eye jump to the other eye there? Go to the right. Yeah, it's on his left eye now.
Just a different time.
Wait, look at that. 23. Does that mean 23 Royals have suffered black eyes? Is that what that's saying? When Royals have suffered injuries from black eyes to broken bones is a whole site of just times where Royals had black eyes? What?
It's a Pinterest column.
A Pinterest page of just Royals with broken black eyes? What is happening?
Hey, you want to see rich people in pain? This is a rotten.com tab.
I'll tell you what, I would like to slug one of them in the face though. Like I'm sure you pay for that kind of action. I'm sure they pay to punch people in the face. How many homeless people do you think the Royals have killed? I feel like they like hunt them, you know?
Yeah, I would think so.
You know when they all go out like quail hunting, I think there's always a human in the mix.
Yeah, the Royals were the inspiration for the most dangerous game.
Yes, for sure.
They actually don't even hunt homeless people. They hunt fucking athletes.
Yeah, they get the cream of the crop.
Yeah, the only reason Beckham got a Man U contract was because he fucking avoided fucking being murdered by Philip. Like, this young chap can run quite well.
You know how much I hate the summer, and it's primarily because I don't like how I look in shorts, and I don't like how I feel in shorts. They're awkward, they don't fit me right, I think I look strange, they're not comfortable. Well, along comes Birddogs, making pairs of shorts for guys that look sharp and make you feel comfortable, even in the blazing hot of the summer. You don't have to rock anything underneath, because Birddogs has that built-in support, but it's not like one of those piece of shit nets that you get with your bathing suits. This is nice, soft material that's woven into the shorts, so just keeps all your shit nice and in place and comfortable, moisture wicking so you're not sweating. Stylish shorts that are as comfortable as they are cool. And right now, when you're out there playing lawn games, having fun, playing, running around in the sand, swimming, whatever it is, now you can play with a new whistle tip football. Get a vortex, like back in the day when you were playing with the Nerf balls that you could airmail them like 1,000 yards. The ball that Michael Vick could throw out of the stadium. Remember that commercial when Michael Vick threw the ball over the fucking stands? Yeah, you can get one of those whistle tip footballs and head back to your childhood for some good old nostalgia when you go to birddogs.com and use promo code KFC. Get those stylish, comfortable shorts. Also get the whistle tip football for you to enjoy all summer long, whipping it around the beach or the backyard with your friends. So look good like a kid rocking shorts, play like a kid with a whistle tip football, all due to birddogs.com, promo code KFC.
This is, couldn't be more on brand right now. As we mentioned, KC Radio is covered in fucking Batman eating pussy. Some good pussy. What's that from?
I don't know.
Sweet Tea talking about how her someone died choking on some good pussy when they're doing the when they want to do the the singing competition. She wants to be on America's Got Talent or whatever, and she's pretending she's a former Marine who has a stutter. And she talked about how my grandpa died. He was eating some bad pussy. Okay, so here it is. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend how I feel about Marvel's Hulk? My boyfriend and I were watching Thor Ragnarok, and the part where you see Hulk's butt came on. Boyfriend was like, ew, why would they show that? No one wants to see Hulk's butt. I'm actually a bit weird, I guess, and I'm very attracted to the Hulk, as I have a thing for extremely muscular and inhumanely big guys. So I said,
Inhumanely big?
Inhumanly, which I don't know if that's a word.
No, but whatever. The point being, like, holy shit, you weirdo.
So I said, excuse me, but I am very appreciative of them putting in some Hulk ass. I think the Hulk is insanely attractive.
I'll tell you what, he's got no ass.
Yeah.
The Hulk has no ass.
Yeah, Hulk's got to mix it a fucking squat,
He's got
bro.
a pancake ass. He's got to
Why
go
don't
do
you
that.
leave those lats alone for a minute and fucking hit the rack?
Dude, forget that. He's got to do the BBL, get that Brazilian butt lift going. You got to inject him with some rubber cement, man. He's got no ass. I want to see him get
go to that
cement
Atlanta
in Russia.
hotel where Atlanta Rhodes was in.
He's going to end up on fucking botched trying to get that shit reversed. Because he got, caulk shoved in his ass.
Look at those fucking his tricep is fucking more
Bigger
rotund than his ass.
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone closed. But to finish off here, boyfriend got pissed off hearing this and turned off the movie and put something else on. I asked him why he was being so rude, and he says I'm a weirdo for liking the Hulk and for telling him that when he didn't want to hear it. I got mad at him for calling me that, and we argued back and forth. Was I being the asshole or was my boyfriend being an asshole?
You gotta be a real insecure fucking asshole.
You gotta be a real twink.
Yeah.
If you're getting fucking...
Bro, that is soft.
You gotta be the fucking biggest gay in the world to get offended by your girlfriend liking a Hulk. Like, that dude is just turned on by Hulk.
100%.
And he's like,
wait a minute.
Actually, I don't know. He's either turned on by Hulk.
He's not turned on by the Hulk. He wishes he was the Hulk.
Yeah.
He is a little twink and wishes he was a hunk, a jock, and he's like, fuck, I'm not. And my girlfriend wants to fuck that. My beard over here. I mean, I think I've reached a point. I guess when I was younger, I probably was like insecure. Like I was always like, I don't want to hear any stories about you like fucking somebody else or what your ex was like or what the biggest guy you ever had or the best sex or any of that stuff. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't fucking care.
I don't care. Yeah. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'd rather not talk about it.
No, but yeah, sure. But even in the moment, you can tell me some details, whatever. I'm definitely not gonna be the as insecure as I once was. And that's what I'm talking about. Humans who you maybe have fucked already. We're talking
about a fictional mutant.
Yeah.
All right. Like, come on. You know what? That guy, that dude. They probably like. There's probably like one dude. Let's say she's a bartender, and there's a guy she works with who's like this big fucking dude. It's like, well, wait a minute. If you would fuck the Hulk, you would fuck George. You know what I mean? There's some real life practicality coming in here that we don't know about because this is come on. Can't just be actually insecure about the Hulk, can you?
It would be. I think I lean more towards this dude fucking wants to fuck the Hulk than he's just scared she will.
So you think that he's like back off? That's my man, sort of thing.
I think he's just like he's not insecure about how
confused.
he's feeling about the Hulk.
Yeah,
and he's like, why is my girlfriend?
He's probably like,
thinking
you're
that's
right.
him?
He does have a nice ass,
But he
and
does.
my dick gets hard.
He's got a shit
well,
ass.
Well, these people are. He's got a. You got a real shit ass.
I got a great ass.
I feel like these are some white people.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't know a good ass if it sat on their face. Like that, the you know, like this is like when Pippa Middleton won best butt of the in the world.
That was
like,
bananas.
girl's ass is non-existent, bro.
But,
Same
like,
thing with the Hulk here.
But
Severely
also,
lacking
like,
a
why
dog.
aren't they showing fucking?
So that dick?
No,
I
when
didn't
I
mean
watch
that
it,
either. I was just like,
well, I was gonna say Thor ass.
yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I'll take a fucking peep. Did you see his goddamn arm in that like Instagram post he put up? That
No.
I guess they just wrapped.
Monster.
I mean,
What, the Thor and Love thing?
I don't know which one it was, but it's the next Thor. It is. It just has to be edited. There's no way it can be.
He's just too
fucking
big.
Chris Hemsworth's real fucking arm.
I mean,
It's the size of his torso.
I doubt. I'm not gonna doubt him ever. Like, you're surprised by that? No, to me.
Look at that arm.
That
That looks like the Hulk's arm.
that actually does look. That almost looks like the Rock. Like that. You might be right.
That's
weird.
ridiculous.
That might be touched up in a weird way. That actually, I don't think that looks good.
It's I
think
actually
he's-
tend to agree with you. It's a
like
little
you
too
can't-
big.
You can't like wipe your ass. You
It
know?
looks Thor-esque. If you put it on a Hulk-esque, if you look at the side of the Hulk, it looks like the Hulk's fucking arm.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit. That's not real. And if it is, you need to slow down. Chris.
Yeah.
You're getting too fucking jacked. You know, there was a viral thing on TikTok. I don't know if we did this or not. Can you touch your elbows?
I touch my elbows.
Put your elbows together.
Okay. Do to me.
No, I won't do anything. Okay. Just can you touch your elbows? Yeah, that's how. Like, yeah. Can you do it? Get there, John. Get there. Get there, you pussy. Yeah.
Boy.
Are you out on Hoj?
Huh?
What?
No, just we started the show talking about like remembering things at brunch.
Oh no. Is this something embarrassing for you or me?
No, it's just
Something.
it's just something I did Friday night.
Oh no.
No, I just bought like $10,000 worth of
Hoj?
No,
Oh.
no, it was Bitcoin did a dip, and someone was like, "Oh, Bitcoin's at a
Good.
dip." And I
That's
was like,
smart.
I was like, "Perfect, let's."
Good.
I don't. Remember.
That's smart. That's not a bad thing at all. That's a good thing.
It's just money.
Bro, I'm over here
Not
throwing.
money I could afford, Kevin.
That's a different story.
I'm literally remembering it right now.
I bought-
It's not money I could afford.
Kevin, I bought $50,000 worth of Atlanta suburban apartments. You think I can afford $10,000 of Bitcoin right now?
Newman County. It's 40 minutes from the airport. It's right off the highway.
I got a message from one of the original Black Stoolies. Lives down in Atlanta, and he was just like, "Oh no, he bought in Newman. Oh no."
It's an up-and-coming blue car neighborhood, Kevin.
He said to me, I believe the exact phrase was like, "There is no reason in the world why someone would buy an apartment in Newman," or something like that.
Oh god, this is bad too. It was a lot of FedEx employees. Because it's I guess I don't know if it's FedEx, but like it's like those companies that kind of like basically work around airports because you're shipping all the time. And
Yeah.
And it's big in those companies. Which are having a rough week.
He said, "What the fuck does Newman need apartments for?"
Can I show you this? I'm gonna show it to you. Let's see what you think. It's
Well,
Kevin,
while
we're
you pull
refinancing
that up,
in 2 years, I'm basically gonna get all my money back in 2 years.
well, I really don't care about your fucking apartments in Atlanta.
hang on, I just googled because I didn't even know if I was saying the right name, and so I googled.
Would it be like it was a wrong town?
I googled Newman, Atlanta, and the first article that pops up.
This is gonna be great.
Where are the worst neighborhoods to live in Atlanta for 2021?
You can't script it. I literally couldn't script it. If we were writing a script and we said, all right, what's the scene gonna be? I would say that's too on the nose. That's too stupid. That's too dumb.
If you Google
The worst neighborhoods to buy.
Google Newman, Atlanta. And literally, people also ask, what is the poorest part of Atlanta? And then where are the worst neighborhoods to live in Atlanta? That's great.
That's just great.
Worth it. Already worth
Yeah,
it.
that was a $50,000 investment for that joke right now. We should NFT that laugh and sell it somehow and make your money back.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That is great. The worst place. What are the poorest places in Atlanta? And what are the worst places to buy?
What's the place in America that's most like hell? The place Fight's just invested. Oh,
See,
God.
here's why I would never
That's
invest in
fun.
anything ever. Here, let me tell you why. John. Anybody who is coming to me, I mean, you've had to have struck out on like the last 1,000 options. You know what I mean?
What, did your grandmother say no?
Yeah, right. So it's almost like when people say they're afraid to trade with Jerry West in the NBA or Belichick in the NFL. It's like if Bill Belichick didn't want this, then like you shouldn't trade for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, did you ask Bill? And Bill said no. Then I don't want. I shouldn't be investing in this either. But you're coming to me because I'm an idiot.
The best part of that investment is that the guy was like, okay, I'll send you like all like the transfer stuff and all that. And I was like, well, I'll just write you a check. And he was like, well, like, can you write a check? I was like, yeah, it's all in my checking account. He's like, what?
Why? Yeah. 50 grand in your checking?
It reminded
Like,
me
where
of-
else would it be? What do you mean?
It's like way more. He's like, why do you have that much money in your checking account? I was like, where else am I supposed to put it?
Don't get me wrong, though. I'm with you on that, but we're idiots. Like, I would do the same thing.
It's one of my
really, where are you supposed to put it?
Yeah. Well, the idea is you don't need that money just sitting there. You can put it into things that make more money for you. Even just a simple savings account has a higher rate of return. But you might want to invest it in things, I don't know, such as an apartment complex in the poor counties of Atlanta.
It reminded me of one of my favorite 30 Rock jokes when and she's talking about a significant less amount of money than I have in it. She's like, I think Tina Fey or Liz Lemon is like, she's like, yeah, I have like seven. I think Alec Baldwin asked her like what she has for money.
Yeah.
She's like, I have like $7 grand in checking, and he goes, "Are you an immigrant?"
That's great.
and I was like, no, just write a check. He's like, you can do that? I was like, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I could just mail you the cash from under my bed if you want to.
That's okay. At least it's not in boxes in closets. God damn it.
Oh,
Like, you know what? You know when they say like secured the bag? That literally John has a bag of cash. Just, payday. Walked out with my 2-week paycheck on my back.
Yeah, a lot of people are just now like asking to be paid in Bitcoin. I asked for pennies. Can I get that in
Give me
rolls
some
of nickels if you don't mind?
US coins, please. Thank you.
4th of July just passed. According to Polly Feidelberg, she would say that's the end of summer. Fights his mom. She says 4th of July, that's it. It's a wrap for summer. Start winding down and get ready for the fall. Some people call it the halfway point. No matter what, either way, we're in the throes of summer, and Miller Lite is the only beer you should be drinking out here during these warm temperatures, during these family vacations, when you're hitting the beach, when you're hitting the pool, when you're going to a game. Miller Lite is the official beer of summer. It's the official beer of spring, fall, winter too, because it's just the greatest beer on the planet Earth. Anytime you're drinking a beer, any occasion, which in my mind is all occasions, you want the beer that tastes the best, right? You want the beer that's the easiest to drink, right? You want the beer that has the least calories and it's the least filling, right? Miller Lite has all that covered. It's great taste, less filling, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. It's brewed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, from the Miller Brewing Company. Always celebrate responsibly, of course, but make sure you celebrate every damn day, because the summer is back and we're allowed out, so you should take advantage of that. Hang out with your friends, hang out with your family, travel, beach, pool, lake, boat, whatever, all with ice cold Miller Lites on hand. Go get your Miller Lite now. Go to MillerLite.com/KFC to find all the delivery options near you. Enjoy the best beer in the world all summer long. It's MillerLite.com/KFC. Go get them.
I'll do something here for
the visual?
for a little YouTube visual. It'll be audio as well.
Oh God.
Uh,
Oh God, he's taking his belt off.
let me take my pants off real quick.
Oh boy, we're getting kicked off of YouTube.
All right, this is a thing I've been thinking about for a while.
John is now.
No,
I'm not even tell you. You have to watch.
No time like the present. Hey, hey, Sour Patch Kids, you motherfuckers! if you don't fucking start advertising with us, or at least give me free Sour Patch Kids, because I've had none. I haven't gotten one single nary an SPK have I received. I am gonna get this fucking tattoo removed. That's a fact, and I fucking promise you that. I've done a photo shoot in a bathtub. I have a tattoo on it, and I haven't gotten so much as a free mini Sour Patch Kid. So if you don't fucking fuck a free one. If you don't start advertising with this show, I'm getting this tattoo removed. I will hold a press conference like LeBron James in The Decision, where I select my new candy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That sounds awesome. That sounds absolutely awesome.
That's what's gonna happen unless you cut a check to Barstool Sports. Fucking hairbow, here I come.
Oh man, I can't decide what I want to happen more. I can't decide whether I want SBK to cut a fat check, or John sits there and he has a bag of gummy bears, and he has a bear of peach rings, and he has a bag of fucking the little worms, the neon worms, and you just
Twin snakes will probably come in for that ass, baby.
I'm taking my talents to Swedish fish, motherfucker. Oh man, yeah. It's almost if you were my friend and you were going after a girl like this. And like this would be like, bro, come on, enough. Like, she doesn't like you, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they DM me all the time. They DM me. They give me eyes emojis like they want to fuck me. You want to fuck me?
Then fuck me.
Get in bed with me.
Fuck me. Fuck me, Sour Patch Kids. Bend me over and fuck me. Shit, or get off the pot.
That hurt my back.
Yeah, that's gonna set you back about a week. You're gonna be paying for that one. You're gonna need like an ice bath after that.
I made the mistake of typing in POV torture video and just a bunch of porn.
Lot of kink.com.
You know what? Send me those results. Send me those hits.
Yeah, the San Francisco Armory.
Oh.
Boy,
Yo,
that didn't get
deep
the
cut.
reaction I wish it did.
That took me a moment. If that takes me a moment, you're not gonna know. But boy, that place. We should do a video. We should do a video. What's that called, Nick? Is that just B-roll?
I mean, come on. You guys all know what I'm fucking talking about.
I don't think they do. No, they definitely don't. Do you know? Yeah, I mean, brother, you got to understand. We are deviants, okay? There's very few of us who live our lifestyle. What's it called, Nick, when Friends is on and before, like, they come back from commercial and it just shows a picture of the building and then they go inside?
It's an establishing shot.
An establishing shot.
Okay, this means nothing to you?
No.
Yeah, bro, you are so miscalibrated on this.
Just closer to my
No,
face.
she's definitely not gonna know.
I knew Jackie wasn't gonna, but I thought Nick might.
What about this little fucking guy? Maybe
I don't think they do gay.
They do gay stuff?
I don't think gay.
Show it to him.
I was just about to say I don't watch straight porn.
I guarantee Kink has some gay shit.
well,
Nothing?
Hey!
minorly.
Okay.
We should do a skit.
Well, I think there's just another version. You know what?
Now, okay, here's what I will say. I know this building. I'm a tad concerned that you knew it was the San Francisco Armory. Like, you could have said to me, you know that castle building in kink.com videos? And I would have said yes. When you said the San Francisco Armory, that is a seriously deep cut. I mean, this Reddit page says, the San Francisco Armory, which some of you may recognize. I mean, this is up there with the black leather couch. But I did not know what...
Well, I knew, Kevin. Okay, I knew.
I mean, That is very, very, very funny. But we should do some sort of skit where the establishing shot is the San Francisco Armory, and then we just find a basement somewhere. Like, imagine that if we we're doing just some normal stuff inside the San Francisco Armory, and then like we hear like in the 2 rooms down, you hear a cat of 9 tails slapping on someone. You're like, I'm just trying to, it's like a WeWork. Imagine if you had a WeWork in the San Francisco Armory. We're just here with our little upstart, our little online store. We share a space with these people down the block,
You
down
just
the
hear
hall.
fucking tasers going off the whole time.
Is that milk coming out of that room? What's going on there?
Casually eating a sandwich, like we all hear it, right?
Yeah. That's a fucking skit. We gotta do that. We all know what's going on here, right?
You're like,
Man.
I'm not gonna say anything, but we all hear this.
We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to say anything. But we all know what's happening here, right? The San Francisco Armory. Why do you know
In
that?
this episode.
Yeah. Why do you know that, John?
I don't know, Kevin.
John, why do you know that? John, we're not doing voicemails until you tell me why you know that. Until we figure out why you know that.
I don't know.
Why do you know that? Tell me why do you know that? Did you Google it? Were you like kink.com castle?
I gotta know where they filmed this.
I would for sure call that the kink.com castle. The San Francisco Armory. The fucking...
I just Googled it one day so we could go
What
hang
is
out
it?
outside.
What am I looking at?
I don't know why, but Gary Vee and Buddha Ben are now just hanging out on FaceTime. That just popped.
Talking NFTs. Buddha Ben and Gary Vee. What a fucking world.
I probably
the San
just
Francisco
fucking-
Armory has got to be the most specific porn reference of all time. Of all time.
I think honest. Okay, so if I had to guess, I read an article once in GQ about James Dean,
Right.
and they went.
If I had to guess, here's this incredibly specific tale of events, chain of events that's going to lead to the answer.
And he did
I think we know, John.
He did a kink scene, and I don't remember them specifically referencing the San Francisco Armory, but they were like on location at a kink scene, and they must have mentioned it there.
Just do a control F for San Francisco. National Guard Armory. Yeah, kinks. Yeah.
Okay, so that's where
There
it
it
was.
is.
Not that weird.
I will say, but then you did put together San Francisco. It doesn't say San Francisco Armory there. It says an armory.
I
National Guard
gotta
Armory.
figure out what armory this is.
John went to some other armory. He's like, damn it! I thought it was the Boston Armory. I thought I was going to find out.
Why aren't they being more specific?
Do you ever...
Yes.
No, like we're talking about how awesome this show is in general, right? Do you ever just drop down to your goddamn knees and think about the butterfly effect that it took to get here? Because that was one of the funniest moments of my life. And it will stick with me forever. And so we had to start this episode and talk about all the things we talked about. To the only chain of events that would lead to that, If we didn't bring up QAnon, we wouldn't have brought up this, and if that didn't come up, we wouldn't have brought up that. And it all led to you knowing the San Francisco Armory.
Honestly, I thought that was a reference that was gonna crush, and it fell on deaf ears.
He does this thing. I love when he does this too. He goes, well, that didn't work. That didn't get the response I was looking for. It's my favorite Final Bird thing. Here. That went over like a lead balloon. So fucking good. The San Francisco, you know what? I'm gonna do this right before this episode goes out. I'm gonna put out a poll. How many of you know what this how should I word this? Like, does this phrase mean anything to you? Like does the San Francisco Armory?
If I said the San Francisco Armory, do you know what I'm talking about?
Right. If I'm gonna say, if I said, quote, the San Francisco Armory, would you know what reference I'm making?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If I said, quote, the San Fran, I think this is gonna be 100% no. The first 100%.
No, I got a few fucking couple real ones. We're gonna be like,
It's gonna be like
Yeah, me and
the
Fife-
founders
me-
of kink.com.
me and Fights are in a DM group. We talk about it all the time.
How about this? You're so far off the mark. Do you guys even know what kink.com is? You do? You don't. Do you? Okay. Okay. Because I think that's even kind of.
Really?
I think
Kink hasn't put out much in a little while. They have been slacking. I've bought multiple kink.com memberships. I bought kink.com memberships for other people.
for like a chick.
Yeah, just so you know, you might want to start watching this kind of stuff.
Wow, that's a move. Like, yo, this is in your future.
Yeah, no, I never did any of it, but because I don't know how to tie knots. But
Because I dropped out of the Boy Scouts. Because I never got that patch in Cub Scouts.
I don't know how to tie knots. All right, the buddy went over the tree.
Oh man, that is. I can't wait to see these results. It's gonna be like 0, bro.
What was the name of the grocery store your mom went to growing up?
Meat Farms.
This guy's trash. All right, listen, we've had a good time.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking fantastic. April 20th, 21st, coming.
Yeah, we're gonna be down in Raleigh and Zanies.
Did you say Meat Farm?
Yeah, Meat Farms.
Is there multiples of those, or just one?
Ron Swanson fucking got his
Yeah.
roast.
Yeah, it sounds like a Sam Raimi movie or something like that.
Sounds like it's in the back of a van, to be honest with you. Yo, Meat Farms is out front. Get your cash.
Hey, it's Tony from Meat Farms. I got the day old you asked for, Mrs. Bush. Meat Farms.
It's unbelievable. You could bring your chicken and get it sliced thin. So
Oh, you
do it at
can?
home.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I get a glass of champagne for Marty over here, please? What the fuck? Bring your own chickens.
No, you don't bring your own chicken. Because don't you like your chicken sliced thin?
I've never
Yeah?
sliced chicken though. Like
Because-
chicken breast.
Yeah, like chicken cutlets.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
I didn't know.
Well,
I thought you meant like in a deli slicer.
No, it's
No,
a guy.
that's
still what
It's
I
a
think
guy
you
with a big ass knife. He wore an army hat. He's
I like how Marty's dying on this hill.
been there with 25
knife. He's like, wow, I usually do with a fork.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm an
Explain this
asshole.
to me. What do you mean? Like you go there and you buy chicken.
Yeah, then you go to the guy with the army hat, and he's in the back, and he just.
I don't think he's a
slices
general.
it up.
I don't think he's enlisted.
You mean the guy in the army? Yeah.
You meet the guy with one arm, no teeth. He'll really cut your chicken nice for you.
20 years, he always had the same hat, always was
He
there.
didn't even work there. It was just
I know. Kid, I told you 5 times. Get out of here, all right?
Hey, buddy, where you going with that chicken?
Holy shit, Meat Farm. Now, is that a chain or?
It's like a small chain, yeah.
There's a couple
Not many
out there
people
in
know,
Wisconsin,
yeah.
I you know what? I think Whole Foods is buying them. That's the best answer I've ever heard. Where's your mom go to the grocery store? Meat Farm. Not even the Meat Farm. Just Meat Farm.
Meat Farms. It's over there on Avenue Z.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right. I think we have enough to proceed. Maybe one more, just out of curiosity before we get to the cards, is what'd you get on your SATs?
It's a loaded question.
It's a loaded question?
Yeah. So the
Marinara
first-
sauce.
Mine was out of like was it 2,400?
Yeah.
So the first time I got like a 1,400, pretty bad. But then I went back the second time and it's valid Victorian.
What's valid Victorian? Wait, what?
The number one guy in your class.
Yeah.
It's not valid Victorian. It's not a person's name. Valid Victorian.
Sure. That guy.
I thought it was valid Victorian too. I gotta get new teeth. This whole thing's a setup.
Is this the guy in the army hat? Was he the valid Victorian?
So I sat next to him and I went back in sections and I got a 1950.
Oh, nice.
And
Did
then,
you cheat off of him?
But then, yeah, I cheated off him. But then they sent me like I got to go to court. Like they caught me. They're like, you cannot go up that many points, and they asked me to go to court. And my dad's
Sir,
like,
what is the square root of 32?
no, like either you have to retake it and like show that you can do it.
Fuck
Or
that.
go to
Holy
court.
shit.
I got lucky, boss.
Who catches a case on their SATs?
That's what I said.
Because I didn't get it back, and my dad's like, "Oh, we're going to court. You didn't cheat." I was like, "Yeah, no, it's I don't know what I would have done in court. I cannot believe it's like a real thing.
So what ended up happening?
I took the 0. I would have cracked in court. You see?
I can't do prison time. This kid would have gave up everybody.
I'm too pretty. I'm too pretty to go to jail.
Holy shit.
Well, the first time we ever got the answer of 0. That's
It's tough. I
even-
got caught cheating on my regents. They made me shovel. They made me weed whack with a shovel. It's brutal.
What's your regions?
Regent's like a New York
New York
test.
state
okay,
test?
okay.
Yeah, I was asking.
Why would the penalty be weed whacking?
they like made me clean up around the school? And
Like-
they gave me a shovel just to weed whack.
If you cheated on this test, like you're probably gonna be doing some blue collar work. for the rest of your life. Like,
Hey, listen, we're
let's
doing
get
you a
out there.
favor, kid.
Yeah, you might
Grab
want
a
to
shovel.
familiarize yourself with a blower.
It's the year 2021. Everything gets delivered right to your door, right? Why don't you have your groceries sent there too? Why would we go to the grocery store, be around other people, push around the shopping cart with the broken wheels, load everything up, pay too much money for it, forget the ingredients you need, overbuy the things you don't really need, have things go to waste? All of that's nonsense. All of that's old school. Go to HelloFresh.com. That's the new age way to get groceries sent right to your house where you can cook up your meals immediately. It's the #1 meal prep kit in America. And they send you everything you need, everything pre-portioned and measured out so you don't even have to know how to cook. You follow along with the recipe card, you pour all the ingredients in, and in 20 to 30 minutes, you have high quality exotic meals from all over the world for a fully diverse menu with an array of food from all sorts of different cultures. Everything's tasty, everything's easy. You have to have 0 experience as a chef in any capacity. Go to HelloFresh.com/KFC14 and use the code KFC14 and get 14 free meals. You can do the 2-person meal, you could do the family thing. When you get 14 free meals, that's like double portions. It's really like 28 free meals if you're doing it for yourself. It's absolutely incredible. It's idiot proof, it's delicious. You'll save money on deliveries. You'll even probably eat a little bit healthier. You'll feel better about yourself because you're cooking your own meals. It's incredible. HelloFresh.com/KFC14. Promo code KFC14 for 14 free meals right now.
Can I tell my story about
Yeah, like go ahead.
my date with a homeless man?
Let the master go. Like, go ahead. What did you do?
So, dude, one time, this is when I was younger, and I was simping hard for a girl. Like, simping hard.
How old are we talking?
Huh?
How old are you? Like
mid-20s.
Okay.
Mid to early 20s. And I went to go visit her, and she was like, I have work. And it was like a surprise visit, like to go like, hey, how much I care about you kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
And she just liked fucking really running me around.
Were you hooking up at all?
No, not really.
Nah.
No.
It's always that way, isn't it? Yeah.
And
You were running errands while she was getting her back blown out by some other dude.
bro. And so she's like, I gotta go to work. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, I'll keep myself busy. And
It's like Pete Holmes and Crashing.
Yeah. And so I just go walking around the city, and
New York.
No. It was in the South.
Okay.
And it was so I fucking go and like I just kind of bump into this homeless guy, and I'm like, yo man, like you want to hang out? Like not like that. Not it wasn't as explicit as that. But it was like it was the same kind of thing. Where it was like. He's like, can I get some food? And I was like, yeah, like
you want to come along?
Let's go get food together. So we go, and I forget where it was. It had orange in it, so it was either Popeyes, Bojangles, or like White Castle or something. And we're just like sitting there at a table, just kind of eating food. And she calls me, and she's like, she got out of work, and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm at lunch with Rick. And she's like, who's Rick? I was like, who's
I'm at lunch with Rick.
She's like, who's Rick? And I was like, he's like this guy I just met. She's like, what are you talking about? And I like kind of like I'm like, he's a homeless guy. And I was like trying to see like get her to be like, he takes
he's so
homeless
nice.
guys out. And
Mr. Philanthropy
She's
over
like, what are
here.
you, a fucking weirdo?
Good for her. I mean, I am not going on a date with you after you go on a date with a homeless guy.
No, this is embarrassing, this whole story.
Yeah,
Then,
yeah, it is.
Because then fucking she's like, I'll come pick you up. Because like she had a car and she drove to work. I was just walking around.
Oh heavens no!
And so she comes and picks me up.
Oh no, with Rick there?
Rick was there. Yeah. We were just sitting outside.
God.
And she's like, "Hi." I was like, "Yeah, this is the guy we were just getting lunch." And I was like trying to be like real gregarious about it. And then she's like, "Yeah, just get in the car."
Yeah,
and then
shut the fuck up.
And then we're driving back to her apartment, and we drive by a tattoo place, and she's like, "If you really like want me to get with you, like get my name tattooed on you." And bro, I was simping so hard, I came that close. Like, pull over, let's sit in front, like, let's decide what it's gonna be.
That girl, she's wicked. She's pure evil. That girl was like, let's see how far I can get this little bitch to like watch, like dance for me. Like she was shooting her like guns at your feet, just making you dance. Like that is so fucking rude. And it's don't get me wrong, it is incredibly pathetic that you even considered doing it. But the fact that she was like, that was a girl who had like a little ladybug in the palm of her hands. I was like, I can just crush it if I want to. I could just kill this if I wanted to.
Or I can fucking maim it and have my name on it forever. So every fucking person who ever shows him a semblance of love, he has to explain to her the goddamn story about what a fucking pussy he is. And then she'll no longer be attracted to him, and he'll be out on his ass again.
Be hanging out with Rick. He'll be homeless by the end of it. You literally might as well get pussy tattooed on your body. Or just a pussy. Just get a pussy on your chest. And people say, what is that? You say, I'm a pussy.
That's what it was going to be. It's like, you have to get a huge fucking labia on your forehead. And when people ask what it is, you say, it's me.
Well,
it's a self-portrait!
I really wanted something that captured me the most. So I got a pussy. Oh my God. That might be it. That might be the biggest like simp story I've ever heard.
Like,
it's gotta be.
It is.
It's
simping.
permanent.
I was simping before simping was simping.
Simping ain't easy, man. Simping ain't easy. You gotta get up here permanently inked. Gotta get permanently inked for these hoes. Holy shit, man. You are pathetic. And you know what's crazy? I don't think you've changed much. I feel like
it wasn't
right
even
now,
like so much simping. It's just like I just we've often made the thing where like I'm a puppy. Like people have to tell me what to do.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say
go
right
get
now.
tattooed. Oh, okay.
I don't
you
think
can do it right now.
Yes. I think right now you'd be more inclined to get a tattoo if a guy told you than a girl. Like you're not gonna do anything for pussy.
Yeah.
But I think if some of the guys here,
Will someone think I'm cool though?
Right. Oh, will you like me? Will you give me like some love and attention? Okay. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, you have a Sour Patch Kid tattooed on you. Yeah. I mean, we all like everybody has a bunch of dumb tattoos here, just out of like, okay, will people like it? Will it get a lot of attention on the internet? Okay, I'll do it. Boy.
Oh wait, for views? Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Was she ever impressed at all that you?
Not
were
even
so,
a little bit. No.
And so did you ever hook up?
No.
Oh, you didn't get the tattoo? Yeah. The woman had her rules. Wow. I'm trying to think of the biggest simp thing I ever did. It's probably buy a gigantic ring. I don't know. Probably blow my life savings on a ring. Probably procreate twice.
I was gonna say probably impregnate somebody.
Procreate twice because she told me to. Yeah, that's what I did. So I guess you know what? What's a little more
buying Bojangles don't sound so bad now, does it?
A little bit more permanent than a tattoo? 2 humans!
I still have my nest egg.
God damn it. We are a pathetic bunch. Wow.
One of the most frustrating things I do is spend money on insurance. I get my text message every month. Here's the money. Here's the amount of money you're paying. Right now, I can tell you, I'm paying for insurance on a car that doesn't even exist. I'm paying money on my ex-wife's car that she doesn't even drive anymore because she got her own car and now she's paying her own insurance. I'm still just paying $200 a month to someone who for no fucking reason. So I, of all people, need to go to thezebra.com, and you do too. The Zebra is the best place to compile the best and most affordable rates for insurance, whether you're talking about car insurance or home insurance. What the Zebra does is it compiles all of the rates in your areas, all of the packages and coverage in your area, so that you make sure you get everything you need for auto insurance and car insurance at the cheapest price possible. There's no point in overpaying. Make sure you get the type of coverage you want, but as little money as possible. That's what the Zebra does. It's like Priceline Negotiator or Kayak or all those trip advisors that puts everything together in one spot. That's what the Zebra does, but they do it for insurance. So head over to thezebra.com/KFC. That's THEZEBRA.com/KFC, and you can get all the quotes and all of the prices you need for all the coverage and all the plans possible in your area. That's thezebra.com/KFC, THEZEBRA.com/KFC. Get the auto insurance you need at the cheapest price possible.
Last voicemail. Let's do it.
Hey guys, it's Kelly from New York. I figured I'd stay on beat with the porn topics for the week.
Throwback.
So I just wanted to know, have you guys ever tried to replicate something that you've seen in a porn and had it fail miserably? And, I'm assuming the answer is yes. So I'd love to hear the stories from each of you. So,
Bro,
thanks,
did
guys.
she introduce herself as Kelly from New York? Come on!
Kelly
She didn't even
Keegs.
know us yet. Like
Kelly-
I've known that girl. I feel like I've known that girl for fucking 10 years.
It was around 10 years ago.
This is from 2014. November
2014,
12th,
so 7 years ago. Kelly Keegs calling in the show.
Kelly from New York. That's all I'm calling her from now on.
Kelly from New
Kelly,
York.
what's up, Kelly from New York?
I could tell that fucking voice of hers a million miles away. Have you guys ever tried to replicate something in porn? Because that means Kelly like that night was trying to do some shit. I remember Kelly at, I want to say like KFC Radio 100. She was blacked out. She was like, "Yo, you ever try the pile driver?" I was like, this girl is wild. We were at Saloon for like 10 minutes. She's like, "Yeah, I throw my legs over my head." I'm like, "You're fucking nuts, bitch." Have you ever?
Yeah, I
reenacted
mean,
something in
fucking
porn?
everything. I've tried to have good sex before.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what's,
Didn't work out.
I'm trying to think of what's specifically gone wrong for me though.
I've tried to like flip someone over and I threw him out of the room.
I've tried to switch positions and I
like
gave
off
her-
the bed, through my bedroom door, into my living room where my roommates were.
It's one of my favorite stories. Imagine one of Fidelberg's boys. He's just sitting on the couch. And he's flipping around. All of a sudden, a door flies open, and a naked girl comes cartwheeling out, like in the cartoons where they roll and there's dust pile flying out, and she was just like, sorry, and like ran back in. And that is crazy.
She honestly, she owned it. She gave it like a Tammy Taylor like twirl, and just came running back in the room.
See, that's a fun time. That is a fun fucking time. Tammy Taylor with her pussy out. Wow. I tried to flip from her on top to me on top, and I kind of did. Do you know one of Steve Austin's?
Oh, I got one.
Do you know one of Stone Cold Steve Austin's like moves? He does this thing where he'll throw you off the ropes, and then he picks you up like this, and he spins you, and he drops you on your back.
Yeah.
So I basically did that to her. Flipped her, I dropped her on her back, and she bounced up, and I came forward, and I smashed my head into her fucking face so hard, it sounded like a watermelon thwap against the ground. It was like this juicy, like, thwap, and her lip was so fucking huge, and she was starting a new job the next day.
No.
It was insanely bad. I mean, it was like her head hit the bed, her head bounced up, my head hit her lip, and it was just blood and guts and swollen, and she went to work the next day like, Honestly, though, she iced it for like 17 straight hours. We went out to the bar. We went to a wine bar. We were sipping on wine, and she just continued to ice it. And by like the miracle of God, it just like went down. I don't know how or why, but it was like the sex gods were like, "Don't worry, we got you." But that wasn't like I saw that in a porn. But it's like when you start to feel yourself a little bit, and you start to try to direct traffic and throw shit around, you know.
Dude, I did this. This one's fairly recently. This one happened in the apartment that I lived in with Gaz and Lou, and I was having like sex in the bathroom, like having to hold her up, right?
The worst.
And then I decided like I'll try to see important where he just like kind of throws her up onto
Onto
his
the shoulders?
Yeah. So I
This guy's doing the clean press shit.
oh my god. I can't believe I never told this story. So I throw her up onto my shoulders, and I'm kind of like eating her but it was in the winter and the radiator's out, and I just burned the tip of my dick on the radiator, and I start screaming into her butt like,
Holy shit! I've never told this. And you got to understand, like, obviously anybody can understand that on the basis level, but New York City radiators in the wintertime are no joke. Like 200 degrees.
Dude,
they are like smelt your skin off hot.
The hottest. Honestly, I probably left some of my dick hit on that radiator.
Oh no, you definitely. You that was like a little skin graft. That is insane.
It was just like, it sounded like a horror movie. Like I was getting strangled. Like they were trying to cover my mouth while they stabbed me to death, so I wasn't making too much noise. And somehow I got her down safely instead of like just throwing her through a door.
Yeah. And then, I mean, you almost got to go in the DL for a little bit, right? Your dick is...
No.
Your dick was hard?
Didn't finish, but
was
like...
your dick hard or soft?
I was hard. Not hard, but like...
Half chucked.
I was chucked, yeah. I was like the worst possible it could be. Like, it was hanging good,
right,
but it was still hanging.
Oh, man.
And honestly, actually, I'm probably happy, now that I think about it, I'm probably happy I was in that mode rather than fucking fully hard, because if I was hard, I would have hit my balls would have been the one that hit it, because it was like it just kind of hit the tip of it.
You were like underneath it almost, like it was like kind of below you, so like the bottom tip of your dick hit.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
thinking like you hit it side.
No, because it's like it was about this tall, and I kind of.
Well, that's a great question. Would you rather burn your balls on a radiator or your tip?
I don't know. Like, I'd rather get punched in the dick.
Well, yeah. That's not on the table. Yeah. That's clearly less than burning the flesh.
But I would probably. I mean, I don't know. I'm going back and forth. I think maybe now. Well, actually, now that I've seen it, like, look, a couple years past this.
Did you have any scar?
We're all good.
I didn't worry about scar.
We're all fine. We're good to go.
Because dicks are weird colors and shit. You know?
But knowing that my dick healed fine, I wouldn't want to go back and risk it with the balls.
Yeah, ball skin's weird. It's similar to tip skin, but it's even weirder. So it's more wrinkly and creasy and shit like that, you know?
Hold on. You left a voicemail?
Oh! Save it.
Tell me the camera was on her face when you said that.
Yep.
Can I explain this?
No, we're going to listen to it and then you can explain.
Are we going to listen to it now?
Nick, fuck you.
We got to do it now.
Fuck you.
Because it's too... Yeah, we got to do it now.
Okay,
Nope,
can I?
nope,
No. I was really nervous.
Nope. You can explain after.
It's really dumb.
This is I'm sure it is. This is Jackie's voicemail.
And I got really nervous.
Okay. Oh shit! Hold on. Let's see.
What do you just search people's?
Absolutely fucking.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Hi, KFC, Fight, CC. I have kind of am I the asshole? And also just a question. I was on a Zoom call the other day, and I had a nice shirt on, and then I stood up. Oh, this is for work. So I'm on a Zoom call, stood up, and then I had pajama pants on. And then my coworkers were making fun of me for wearing pajama pants, but I feel like it's weirder to wear normal pants on a Zoom call rather than pajama pants. So my point was that it's unnecessary it's weirder to wear normal pants rather than not. So I guess am I the asshole for wearing pajama pants, or are they? Is it weird? Is it weird I thought that everyone else is not wearing pants, or just like pajama pants. I didn't realize that everyone was wearing like normal pants. I don't know. What do you guys think? Bye.
This bitch said pants like 600 times.
I told you, I got nervous.
But I will say this: I'm 100% on your side. I think it was weirder if during the quarantine, if you knew you just had to be like neck up, that you would put on your like nice work pants.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm totally on your side, but the way that you executed that was fucking ridiculous.
Nick literally, like, you guys were talking about searching voicemails. I was like, fuck.
We need to get everybody's number at Barstool and like start searching.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, see who's left some voicemails before.
It's way too easy to do that.
Yeah.
It took like 2 seconds to find that. I was just sitting here like, hold on. Hoping she doesn't look up and see I'm typing.
That could have
That
been way
voicemail.
worse. I was hoping that it was.
No,
gonna
it
be...
wasn't that bad, but I do just remember ending it being like, I said pants so many times. So
I need a pants counter on that.
I remember that only happened to me once in quarantine, and it was like on a Zoom with like Erica and Jen and like all the executives at the company, and it wasn't even intentional. I looked down halfway through the call, and I was sitting on my couch at the old apartment where I didn't have a desk or anything, so I was this close to being able to see below my belt. And I looked down and I was just in boxers and I was like, God damn. And then for like the rest of the meeting I was like, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up.
Don't pull a tubing. Yeah, but no, I'm with you. Pajama pants.
Thank you.
Made
I
more
knew you guys
sense.
would be.
Yeah. But you're still an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to that interview. Let's go. This whole segment is a jar. I might put a 5 spot in the jar. We talked about this. We didn't talk about this on the show though, right? We talked about this in the bullpen.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I'm watching the show Hacks, which is a very funny show. It's a funny show. I shouldn't say very funny. It's a good HBO half-hour comedy. And Jean Smart's in it, and I'm riding high from Mayor of Easttown, and I loved her in Watchmen. So
By the way, Mayor of Easttown, who was that? Who spelled Mayor M-A-Y-O-R?
You did Mayor of Easttown?
Well, technically,
Yeah. It's a yes or a no.
But I knew. Sorry.
Clem
I knew-
tweeted after episode 5 when I was raving about it. He tweeted I am just learning now that the show you guys are all talking about is not called The Mayor of Easttown.
I literally knew it was Mayor.
Sounds like you didn't.
No, I know it sounds like it didn't.
Well,
but
it definitely- 'cause
I
you tweeted
so
it.
consciously was like, don't write Mayor, because every part of me wanted to write Mayor, and there were so many times, there were so many clips that you guys have done on Mayor of Easttown, and I spelled it right every single time. I've caught myself, and I slipped up once.
You
One
Michael
time.
Scotted it. Don't say
yeah.
it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah.
For those who couldn't see, it was off camera. Nick just did one of these, pointed at her. Who was it? Her over there. Mayor of Easttown. What an idiot. What a fucking idiot. So in Hacks, the story of Hacks is a Vegas, like a 40-year Vegas veteran. She does stand-up comedy. I guess kind of like a Joan Rivers influence. So she has a Vegas residency. She's starting to lose traction a little bit. There's also this up-and-coming Hollywood writer who was, I would envision she wrote the script for Girls or something like that, but she's getting canceled over a tweet, so she lost all of her job opportunities, and her agent was like, the only thing I have for you is that you can go help this woman write jokes. And her team is like, I know you don't want to do this, but you need to because we got to get younger. So there's this couple that just, the odd couple that doesn't really work. So she has to move to Vegas to do this, and she's miserable. And then she finally goes out and has one fun night. Since she lives in Vegas, she goes to talk to her friend who's a blackjack dealer, and sitting alone at the table is this guy, and he's quick and witty and charming, and he's betting, and he's like, you place a bet, he's, you know what, I'm all in because she's good luck. Tell me, hit or stay. And she's like, hit. He busts, loses $3,000, and he's like, it's fine, because you know what, $3,000 to have got to meet you, it's worth it. And she's googly eyed, and he's got all the right fucking lines, but every time he's also he's like, you're just so beautiful. Do you want to do some coke? And she's like, yeah, okay. And he has a ton of coke on him, and then they're walking together hand in hand. They're having this wonderful date, and she runs into some old Hollywood friends who look down upon her now. And she has a run-in with them, and he hypes her up in this beautiful way, and then he's like, do you want to do some Molly? So she's like, oh, okay, more drugs, fine. And so every step of the way, it's all this inspirational shit, but he's also like, let's fucking go, let's rage. Finishes off the night where he convinces her to, she calls her boss, she spouts off all this steam, because he gives her this big inspirational speech about if something's wrong in your life, you got to fix it. Wakes up the next morning after this, coke-fueled sex binge, and he's snuggled and sleeping, and she's smiling nicely. She goes to get some coffee. As she walks back to the hotel, there's caution tape everywhere, and there's a cop who's like, whoa, you can't walk in this entrance, somebody jumped. And she's like, what, somebody jumped? And the cop's like, yeah, some people do it all the time. It happens here all the time. People come and they blow every last dime they had, and they want to have one last night of partying, and they don't care about their money, they just want to do drugs, and they end it. And you can see her oh, fuck. And she goes back up to the hotel room, and he had thrown a fucking chair through the window, and it's just smashed out. The wind is blowing, glasses everywhere, and he fucked her and then jumped out the goddamn window. And she obviously like goes into a spiral. How would you take that? If that happened to you, what would your reaction be? Because I think it can go several ways. None of which are good, but I think there's a couple ways to take it.
I don't think I would take it on any deeper level at all.
Then just like,
I think I'd just be like, I have so much cleanup to do right now. Like
no,
that.
Not really.
Like, but like like clean up. Like I'm gonna have to talk to people.
Clean
up. I
right.
have chores.
She had to like give her statement to the police.
Yeah, I have to talk. I have to talk to his family. I have many chores to do today.
Right.
This fucking sucks.
Right.
I would be devastated.
Yeah, because you'd probably be like almost like a suspect. They have to check that box first. That's a really. You know,
I don't think I'd get very introspective with it. I'd be like, I fucked a suicidal guy. Probably not the first time.
Now, and also though, would you not have a feeling of like, I suck in bed? You know,
no,
there's no like. No. I would hope if you were gonna kill yourself, and then what you if fucked me, that she was like, well, at least I want to fuck him again in the morning. She was like, that girl fucks you. That's like, you know, Jared 7 times has turned a girl lesbian because they're just like, this is the worst dick I've ever had. It's the worst experience ever. I just want to go down on girls forever now. That's this to the extreme. Like, that was so subpar, I still want to be dead.
I think if you're blaming yourself for that, you're crazy.
Not blaming myself, but it was an opportunity. And had I fucked better. Imagine that story. I turned a suicidal person happy. Yeah, it's like I turned a gay guy straight. I turned a suicidal person fucking, you know, not suicidal.
I can't put my mind into hers. I'm really focused on being in his, and I would have left a note that said like,
what?
I don't know, like, if you gave better head, I'd still be here.
I think jar. I don't
like.
That was great. That was so genuine. You would have thought that was like scripted. I think, Jar. Oh my god, that was
like
great.
I just like I remember when, and again, this is back in the day when you could do anything. When I wrote a blog where I was genuinely trying to get, it was during Deflategate.
Oh, to get everyone to kill themselves.
And I was trying to get, I wasn't trying to get people to kill themselves. I was saying, look, if you're gonna do it, say it was Goodell's fault. Like, I was trying to get a mass suicide across New England.
Yeah.
And I wanted everyone to blame Roger Goodell.
Which is an amazing idea. I mean, imagine if, like, if the Thursday before the big game, like, the cops are like, we had, like, 64 suicides in within Massachusetts last night, and everybody said it was Roger Goodell's fault.
I was like, write on a cocktail napkin like Belichick's like resignation letter. Like, I thought it out pretty strongly. And I was,
where's the stack of money?
It's like $5.
I think we're gonna go a solid 10 spot on this one.
And I would do the same thing with this situation where I'd be like, I wasn't like my whole time in Vegas, all the coke I bought, all the Molly I bought, I had all the money I was losing. I knew it didn't matter. I wasn't going to see tomorrow.
Right.
Or I guess maybe 2 days. I was going to see the morning. But I'd be like, I don't know, it'd be funny to fuck with this girl for the rest of her life.
That's the thing, is it really, like, you could absolutely ruin somebody. Like,
it would be funny to fucking put this girl into therapy. Like, I just spent the night with her.
We're gonna do a couple more dollars for John. $7 for John.
I just spent the night with her.
$5 for me.
Clearly she needs help. That would actually be one of the most fucking humanitarian things I've ever done, which would be to kill myself to get her into therapy. Because like you're
saving a life.
You spend a whole night with her, right? You're trying to gas her up. You can tell this girl needs to talk to somebody. I'll jump out this window so she legally has to. What?
Yeah, no, that's it. You're a hero. How to save a life? You save that guy. You kill yourself to save that girl's life. She was on the verge of suicide. In the show, this girl is so depressed. She was probably suicidal.
Yeah.
Now she's not gonna do it.
Now she's got.
Now she's thinking.
Now she's court ordered, has to talk to somebody. You're welcome.
5 minutes. I might as well cram it in here. We'll have one big, and then we'll have to find a 5-minute sequitur here, because I have a story. It's from the DMs. That is astounding, mysterious, gruesome, gnarly, and really like thought-provoking, intriguing. So this guy texts me and he DMs me. He says, just got this text leading up to a birthday this weekend. Need to hear everyone's thoughts on whether this person. No, I'm just going to leave it at this. Okay. So he gets this text. Hey, team. So unfortunately, my friend, he blurted out. So I'll just say, so unfortunately, my friend Jessica, her dog was killed by an animal. Okay. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, you live in like the country or something, like the coyotes got them,
I immediately went snake bite.
Sure. She walked into her apartment and found her dog split in two with blood everywhere.
Not a snake.
Maybe an anaconda, I don't know. Probably not a snake. I have no idea how this happened, but I'm almost positive she won't want to host anything for a little while. So I'm moving the party to my apartment building. Here's the address. This will be easier on everyone, but please come here around 6:15 so I can get down to bringing everybody upstairs. So, the question is this, first of all, a fake story and it's just the most ridiculous excuse you've ever heard? This girl could have just been like, hey guys, I don't really want to host anymore. And instead she said that her dog was ripped in half. Or did this really happen? And if it happened, then is this person, did they murder their dog and their best story was that an animal did it? Or is there just like a serial dog murderer who's out here ripping dogs in half? Like what? So question number one, is this real?
Real? Yes. It's
Okay.
super preposterous not to.
Okay, so this dog has been ripped in half in what appears to be like a New York City apartment. Okay, now number two, we're not believing that.
Wait,
an animal
New
did
York
this.
City apartment?
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking like, I don't know.
I don't. If it's New York City, fake.
Okay.
I don't think bears are climbing to the 70th floor.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think the whole idea that there's an animal is fucking preposterous.
I just like.
Anywhere you're living in an apartment building, you're not like out in the wilderness.
No, you live in Newman County, Atlanta. We got fucking plenty of bears out there.
How's that investment going, John? Seen any dividends yet?
I don't know. I heard there was a fucking hurricane. I literally don't know if it's
standing. When someone asks you about your investment and you
I say I got
may
the
or
most-
may not know
I
there's
got
a
the
hurricane.
most diverse portfolio of all time. Safe Moon, got it.
Bitcoin,
got it.
Apartments in Atlanta,
Got 'em.
Not Atlanta.
Maybe
45 minutes outside with an easy
right
commute.
off the fucking interstate, Kevin. It's right off the interstate. If you work for FedEx, American Airlines, it's a great spot to be. Easy access to the airport.
Now, I didn't really know that hurricanes crept all the way up to Atlanta, but I guess in fact they
Maybe
do.
it was just a regular old flood. I don't know. I saw the streets; they were pretty full. I don't know what it was that caused it. Quite a bit of water. I'm pretty sure we're talking floating cars. Can you just Google?
Can we Google the weather down there?
And this was a few weeks
What's
ago.
it called again?
I forget. It's either Newman or Noonan. It's one of the two.
I want to say Newman. I think I know your town better than you. I mean, I guess I would agree, but I'm also just gonna like this. This guy, I believe, is like a New York dude, but I don't know, like or a Philly guy maybe. But I just don't think any apartment situation, an animal comes into your apartment of any kind. Yes, New York City's the most ridiculous, but in no scenario is like a bear or some like chupacabra getting in your apartment, ripping your dog in half, and then oh god, oh no, oh no. Wait a minute, let me read this out loud from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Quote: "You could hear it coming. One dead as catastrophic tornado hits south of Atlanta."
45 minutes south.
Debbie Dottie and her daughter Gracie walked down LaGrange Street in Newman. I mean, it's absolutely eradicated. eradicated. Like trees down, everything completely fucking trashed.
It was, yeah, I knew it was about a month ago.
Oh,
yeah.
John.
It is.
Your apartment might not still be standing.
Like,
look at the sign on the ground,
it
which is
literally-
like the most symbolic thing ever. There's a Newman sign that's just fucking just torn to pieces.
Man.
Like this dog.
This is
The city of Newman ripped in half like this dog.
It is. I mean, I think we'll be fine. I haven't heard anything. No news is good news, as they say.
Oh my Lord Almighty!
I should check on that.
Maybe you just haven't heard from your boy who like set you up. He's like, oh, John hasn't asked in a little while, so
yeah,
I'm
and I'm not gonna. I don't ask for bad news. I just kind of like I'm literally never gonna make this call.
What's your guy's name? Just so we could check this article quick.
Yeah, is your boy still alive? Jesus. I think that this person or her neighbor or someone murdered this fucking dog. And there's a whole party of people who better speak up about it.
I mean, if you're gonna murder a dog, and I don't.
How are you picturing this dog ripped in half, by the way?
I'm honestly picturing.
I'm picturing this.
A hole in the wall.
I'm picturing it ripped in half that way.
With like a bear running through, like the
Kool-Aid guy.
Man.
Yeah.
Like a bear came in.
Yeah.
And he went out two separate entrances and exits. He could have gone out the same hole, but he came in one. And
Burst through another one.
That's more of an agile fucking move. He's
Okay.
got, like he's more like fucking streamlined coming in for the first one. Head
Sure,
first.
sure.
The second one he's full, so he's a little like he's standing up, kind of like you walking out of the restaurant.
Yeah,
like,
he just had a, it's like after we come, you can't do anything serious. You can't burst through the door again.
Yeah. But I was picturing it. It's just like how does a dog wear pants? It's like this, like this.
Right.
I'm picturing it ripped in half at the waistline. Like kind of.
Yeah. So like two legs over here.
Like he grabbed the two legs the bear did, and then he just pulled
two sets of legs together. Like,
yeah.
So there's one set with legs and a head, and then there's one set with tail
This
and
is
legs.
going to be our most hated segment.
Yeah. Well, we've done dead dog stuff before. But here's how I'm picturing it.
Never mind. Just to cover our bases, we'll go back and say this is a fake story. Continue.
Yeah, right. I'm picturing Nick. If you were to take the left dog there, and take the blue line and increase it all the way up through its mouth, so that it's ripped in half that way. I'm picturing it ripped apart by the mandible.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
You watched Saw recently?
No,
too?
I was gonna say because what I believe is happening here is a full blown like horror movie. I think someone's out here ripping dogs into pieces.
Oh well, then but now you're back on the animal train then because the human can't do it. Human doesn't have the strength for it.
Well, I didn't say a human. I didn't necessarily specify a human.
You said someone killed their. You said this person killed their dog.
Okay, something.
Oh, so now we're getting
Chupacabra
supernatural?
or something like that.
Yeah.
Something maybe almost like from Unbreakable, that guy who like turns into that fucking Hulk thing, you know. No, not Unbreakable.
Split. Yeah. Okay. James McAvoy. That is. Okay, I could see that happening. I don't.
Or just like a.
I still
this
think
is
a
like
dog's
in Florida,
jaw in an arm wrestling match. A dog's jaw wins.
Yeah, but like, let's say you knock this dog unconscious or something, like in a meth-fueled rage, like a bath salts crocodile sort of thing. You know. I think this is dark, man. This is bleak. You guys you're not thinking dark enough. A dog's been ripped in half, folks. I mean, how ridiculous! This has to be a prank. To then be like, so meet me at 123 Main Street, and make sure you buzz in a 6:15.
Party's
so I can
still
come down
on though.
Yeah, make sure we're doing a potluck. What are you bringing again? I'm bringing half of my dog. Like what? Darkest story I've ever heard. How do we segue out of this? You want the good news or the bad news? What do you want, the good news or the bad news?
I always go good news first.
All right, the good news is when we started this shit, only 10% of people watching our YouTube videos were subscribed. And now it's up to 40%. So that's almost like a 50-50 split. That's a 30% increase. A little math for you. That's the good news.
Too much math for me, but it's good news.
You know what the bad news is? That still means 60% of you motherfuckers aren't subscribed. It still means the majority.
It's good thing I asked first, because that would have been backwards.
That'd have been terrible, yeah. Imagine if I was like, well, the good news is...
It's good thing I fucking go good news first.
60% still just freeloading off of our videos. And guess what? It's YouTube. You're all freeloading. It's not really all... The only cost is to push the fucking button.
Just push it. Push the button.
Push it. Push it real good.
Push it real good!